Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this behind the scenes of AV therapy, where you get to see today from 1 p.m., which is when this started, how I go about making the AV therapy. Now, in this particular one, I actually scripted it last week, and I don't normally script. How high can I bring this up? I don't normally script my shows, but I usually have a loose outline. And I tried recording it with a teleprompter, and I can show you that teleprompter setup here today. So this is my teleprompter. That's just for the behind the scenes. As you can see, there is a screen there with when I type things on it for my prompting, which if I can manage to click on the same things, you can see that it all pops up in there, and I can see that that's a camera in behind there. I scripted it and I read off a teleprompter and it didn't feel right, so I didn't release it last week. So I waited till this week, and this week has just been so busy, so I haven't had time to really do that. But I decided to do this behind the scenes because I think it's really important to see just how much time goes into it. I've already wasted a minute telling you all about this, but so I'm going to read through the script. I'm going to look through my notes here, and I came up with a concept a couple of days ago, went in the shower about what I wanted to do, and that's actually going to be this crystal ball. I've already pre-downloaded this overlay effect, which I'm just moving into place now. On the behind the scenes, so I can do this basically, so you can see that I can, blah, 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 all that stuff. Anyway, yes, I decided to redo this one, and I'm redoing it today. I'm going to do it without the prompter, but with just my notes on the prompter, so I don't have to look down and up all the time. I've also put a little preview window so I can see what's going on, because it is all live. And in the breakdown, so I'm just looking over here. This is where I'm doing my behind the scenes recording. So top left is the output of what's actually going out. Top right is the teleprompter. Bottom left is a wide shot, so you can kind of see the debauchery that I work in here, with keyboards and guitars shoved over the side and the green screen behind, because I think that's going to be funny to see when I finally disassemble this thing to get onto it. And you can see it on the bottom right hand corner, my companion instance, which controls OBS and Casper CG, which is how I do it all live. And you can kind of see as I mush the buttons. Okay, so for the meantime, I know that's now going to work. I'll move that off to the side. Ooh, that's noisy. It's all right, I'll mute. Okay, so first things first, let's just move all this stuff out of the way for now, and let's work on... Oh, I need to move this out of the way too. Bother. Oh, well. Let's work on the teleprompt script for this particular episode. So I've got my notes here, and today's episode is going to be about where we're at. It's another COVID episode because it's very topical, but about what we should be doing. I'm always an optimist on how we can take advantage of the situation to make everyone feel better. That's my whole, I guess, synopsis of my life. And particularly around what this is about, which is systems integration. I wanted to kind of look at what we can do now while we have social isolation, because it's a very odd time to be doing this. So what I wanted to do is kind of go through that and talk about that. So I've got a script. And I'm going to kind of pull some points about it right now. I've had some people read over the script just to say, hey, this is what I've got coming out. Anything you want to talk about, let me know and we'll put it in there. And so that's what I'm going to do, is put the bullet points of which I need to talk about and start with this. Oh yeah, my intro was funny. It was because the crystal ball is about future, right? Because I don't normally talk about the future, but in this episode I'm going to. Wow, you can see how slow I really am at thinking. Yeah, so crystal ball. I think the line will be, crystal ball, be like kombucha. Would you tell me about the future? That's, something silly like that. And of course, I have problems with spelling because I'm an idiot. So you'll have to excuse if my spelling is all over the place. No, it's got no idea. That'll do. Okay, cool. So these are just prompts for me to remember things in this order, basically. And I'm going to number it because I don't want it that big. Oh, it'll do. Yep. Okay. So I'll read out the script as I'm going through and then take some notes because I'm going to speak differently about it. I didn't like some of the things that I said, the way I said it. Anyway, we transition to a new normal that normally relies on heavily on voice and video communications. Okay, so let's talk about. So social isolation is first. Then we talk about video and voice. I might talk about some of the security and experience, user experience, because that's, again, if you've watched any of my videos, you know how passionate I am about user experience. What to do during downtime. This downtime. Come back. Unused rooms. Talk to. As corollary to that, I want to kind of talk about acoustics, lighting. I can still read that. Yeah, I can still read that. Color balance. Sound. Yep. Cameras. I might put those, that's getting too small now for me to see. Acoustic, mics, and DSP. Lighting fixtures, surface finishes, cameras and screens. That looks better. Keywords are going to be remote. Okay, I think that's enough, right? So I like to literally go straight into production mode because I'm weird, and I find that if I do too many takes, I'm not very good. I tend to be very much an off-the-cuff kind of person. Oh, that's precarious. It's too high then. How did I have it stacked up? It must have been closer to me. It was. Okay, so I'm going to sit here today. Let's switch on that. Can I move this up a little bit so I can not have to... the joys of doing literally the behind the scenes live. We got that? Where's that line up? Do I? Yeah, I do. Yeah, there we go. Let's grab our crystal ball effect. Put it over the top. Cool. That's too fun. Okay. So now I go a little, because I do have to write a couple of lines. I'm going to make it up as I go along. Crystal ball, are you like kombucha? Will you tell me of the future? That's good. So actually I've got to do crystal ball. Are you like kombucha? Will you tell me of okay. Crystal ball. Crystal ball. Crystal ball, are you like kombucha? Will you tell me of the future? Okay, I've got to be way quicker and I've got to get the ball underneath the graphics. Okay, this is why we test these things. So it's middle button. Crystal ball. Ah, fuck, I've forgotten the word already. Sorry, I swore. Crystal ball, are you like kombucha? Crystal ball, are you like kombucha? Will you tell me of the future? Okay, so will you tell? Will you tell? Crystal ball, are you like Crystal ball, are you like kombucha? Will you tell me of the future? Yeah, okay, that can work. Let's do a take. I'm going to clean my glasses because they are very dirty and I need them to see. My hair, it's fine. How far are we in? 11 minutes. That's not bad. We've written up what we need to do. We've got all that. The beautiful part about all this is all my graphics are preset, so I literally just push go and you'll see that in a minute. Okay, let's do a take. Oh, actually, crystal ball, that animation looks a bit slow. Speed. Doesn't feel the love, does it? I don't mind that it's a bit dodgy. As long as my CPU and GPU are fine. Okay. Checking settings to make sure that we are good to go. 4500. Let's make it 6 meg. Constant. Keyframe, 2 frames. I don't know why it's changed. Audio, 160, that's fine. NVIDIA. Oh, is that locked in because, yes. So I'm already outputting something? Yes. Cool, let's make sure the virtual cam is off. It is off, NDI is on. That's how you're getting that feed over there. Okay, okay. Move this into frame. Let us do a take. Okay, here we go. In 3. Yeah. Wait till that all goes down. Okay, here we go. Crystal ball, are you like kombucha? Will you tell me of the future? Oh, no, don't look at the camera. Do it again. 3, 2, 1. Crystal ball, are you like kombucha? Will you tell me of the future? Well, it is that time. Oh, I forgot to take off the thing. Bugger. Okay, I like the vibe we're going for. I don't even know, man. Okay, so I've got to hit go and then I've got to transition away to that one. Okay, do that again. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Crystal ball, are you like kombucha? Will you tell me of the future? Oh, it glitched. Crystal ball, are you like kombucha? Will you tell me of the future? Well, it is that time for AV therapy again, and as per usual, my 2 minutes is on the clock now, and I don't normally talk about the future, but I'm going to talk about the future in this episode. As we are still under social isolation here in Australia, one of the things that have really come up is the importance of video and voice communications, as you've seen from everyone doing crazy things with every platform, not just Zoom, Teams, WebEx, Hangouts, everything's getting a great workout now. And one of the things that it's really highlighted is the importance for high quality video and voice communications. That's something that we're very attuned to right now. However, we've also adapted to the fact that things don't look and sound quite as nice as what we'd like to. As part of that, though, it's also about the security of your environment. So now people are looking outside of Zoom for where they can move to for secure video and voice communications. But what is most important here is the thing that I say every single time. It's about user experience. Now, what I'm looking at the future and seeing what's actually going to be happening to the future is that people are going to be able to expect to still work from home from time to time. And that's something that we've talked about many times before, but now it is more important than ever. So during isolation time, we're also seeing all these rooms being unused. So this is the best opportunity to start looking at your future comeback plan. And what I mean by that is looking at what to do with these rooms, because as we move forward, I can do all that again. It's close. Stumbled. I said the same thing a couple of times. I wasn't happy with it. Something, future. What the user expectation is what I want to basically talk about. Unused rooms and what users, okay. Yep. Okay, we'll do it again. So close. Nearly did it on the first take. Oh, geez, that's loud. I forgot to stop my thing. Okay. Start there. Okay, cool. Put a silly face. Okay, yeah. Crystal ball, are you like kombucha? Will you tell me of the future? Well, this is something very unorthodox. Oh, get rid of that. Far out. So close. So close. Forgot to push the other button. I might make it so that when I push that button, it automatically switches my scene as well. Oh, bother. Oh, man. I was so happy with that. That was going to be a good take. Change scene. No, wrong device. Yeah, that's right. Change scene. I have to map my head down because I'm getting sweaty because I'm getting worked up as I do. Change scene. After 500 milliseconds, change it to AV therapy, no crystal ball. Let's try that. So crystal ball is on screen. We've now switched. Fantastic. One button. Blah, 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 blah. And as usual, my time starts now. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, welcome to behind the scenes. This is what it does, right? It takes a few takes. What are we in now? 17 minutes? Should have this knocked out in half an hour. Okay, let's see if I've got that crystal ball up. Okay, here we go. Crystal ball, are you like kombucha? Will you tell me of the future? Well, this is a very different AV therapy with my time starting now as we peer into the crystal ball of the future, which, let's be honest, is pretty futile given what's going on at the moment where we don't know what's going on day by day. However, let's look at what social isolation has done to us. It's really highlighted the importance of high quality video and voice communications. Look at everyone using everything from Zooms and every other platform. It's not just Zoom in the world. There is Cisco WebEx. There is Microsoft Teams, there's Google Hangouts, there's Skype for Business, which is basically Teams now, but that's another whole story. And obviously the big players out there as well, like with Polygon Clarity, which is fantastic. There's all these great platforms out there, the open sources, the Jitsies. I'm not here to talk about that today. But what it has highlighted is how important the security is as well of these platforms. But most importantly, it's about end user experience. And that's something you've heard me bang on this show many times before. And what we can look at now is what social isolation is doing to our physical offices. So at the moment, we've got a lot of downtime with those amazing rooms that we've had, never could get in there to fix anything, never could get people out so that we could actually make changes to those rooms. Those rooms are suddenly empty. And I'd like to talk about what that looks like in this time. As the company that I work for, we're still able to actually go into these spaces and we still are able to work on site because we do follow best practice in what we do within a company. So close. So close. all so close. I need to fix that up. Unused rooms. Yeah, okay. Okay. Pat my head down again. Make sure my hair's okay, even though I don't really mind that much. Just want to make sure it's right. My glasses started falling and I started getting distracted. And I'm in focus. Okay. There. Crystal ball, are you like kombucha? Will you tell me of the future? Well, in a very different episode of AV Therapy today, we look into the future with my time starting as always now. So we are in still social isolation here in Australia, and what that's really highlighted is how important high quality video and voice communication is. We're seeing all the platforms, not just Zoom, take over, like Microsoft Teams, Google Hangouts, Skype for Business is still being used in organizations, hopefully not Link anymore, but Skype for Business. We're seeing all the open source platforms like Jitsi, Blue Jeans, they're all in the mix there. So Blue Jeans is not open source, but you get what I mean. And what it's really highlighted is a few things. Firstly, around the experience of actually being able to jump on, and Zoom's been very good at this in allowing people to get into the meetings very quickly. And it's been a very agile environment to work with. The others are almost just as easy, with some of them being easier, but that's another whole story and not the point of today's episode. What it has highlighted is user experience. Now, continuing our user experience theme, we also have all these rooms that we've set up for video and voice communications in the past within our organizations that are sitting there being idle, which is great because normally they're very highly utilized and it's very difficult to get into those rooms. So using this downtime, it's probably the best time to start reaching out to your AV systems integrator and consultant to look at what this now means for your organization. Because as we move back to physical people on site, users now have a different expectation of what is going to be the experience. Now, if we look at what happens traditionally in commercial environments, is something comes out in the residential space, like Apple TVs, wireless sharing, and all of a sudden that has to be adapted for secure and reliable use within the commercial environment. So what are people going to expect when they come back? People are still going to be able to expect to work from home, and they really need to look at what the rooms look like from a sound, acoustic, mics, DSP, lighting, fixtures, surface finishes, and all that. So how do you deal with this? Well, reach out to your AV systems integrator or your AV consultant and see what we can do to get everything ready before we come back on board. And that's one of the things that I'd really like to... It is still extremely loud. Fun fact, I'm also doing it behind the scenes. So hello to the people watching the behind the scenes. And if you'd like any support with this, please feel free to reach out to me on the comments below, and look forward to talking to you soon. Cheers, that is such a short period of time. See you next one. Bye for now. So the fun part about this, that was actually a real prop. How fun was that? We did some things. Look, I love this stuff too much. All right, see you soon. Bye. That's it. That's it. Okay, cool. Sweet. Done. Move on. So first thing I need to do is move that out of the way. You guys don't need to see that anymore. So let's turn that off. And should I bring up... Yeah, let's do some of this in a region of interest window. Okay, time to upload. Now we're going to make the copy for the thing. LinkedIn. Let's put this up here. Let's go. Capture settings, region of interest. Let's drag it over here so you can see this. About there-ish. Let's crop that off. That's glad that's fixed. Oh, I've got pop-ups galore going on here. Wonderful. What size are we at? 1280 by 720, please. 1280, 720. Here's about there-ish. This is taking longer than normal because I'm actually setting this up so that you can actually view what we're doing. Oh, bother. And down there like that. Okay. Hopefully now I can add another source over here. NDI source web. That'll come from that computer, that screen, I think. Let's see what happens. Nope. That computer, that screen. Yep. Transform, paste transform, move it over there. Okay, and let's fade it in. Yeah, cool. Now, hopefully I'm in the right thing. Let's see what happens. Okay, you can come back over here now, microphone. Okay, I'm going to turn that off just for a moment's time, just while I log in and do what we do. Type in all the details to do the thing. Hopefully I've got the right password. If not, well, we'll figure it out. Second take. Third take. Yep. Okay, so here comes the fun stuff. Let's figure out what on earth we're going to say. So I'm going to jump into my profile and find the last episode and what on earth I said, because I think, is this a COVID? Yeah, it kind of is. See all posts. Three weeks. Oh wow, it's a bit slow. Copy. Start a post. Video. No, that's a photo. I'm an idiot. Just in case there shouldn't be anything sensitive there, but I'm going to just pull it off just in case. Video. Select video to share. Videos. Will it let me? No, I have to convert it first. So let's convert that. So Remux. Videos. 2 minutes 56. Oh yeah, because I did the thing. I'm gonna refresh. 24th of the 4th. There we go. Okay, I'll turn that back on so you can see what's going on. I don't actually select the freeze frame. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. Oh, do I want to pull a different freeze frame? Oh, I can. That's cool that I can. Let's do that. Let's go into the video and we'll open it up in VLC and have a look. It adds an extra couple of minutes to the process, but why not? Oh, wow. Wow, I actually got right on the nose of the thing. Fantastic. Oh, where is a good freeze frame? Video, take snapshot. Okay, it went into pictures. Fantastic. That is just so good. I am so very happy. I'm so very happy. So very happy about that. I can't. Like, that one's not bad. That's not bad, but this one is better. But wow. Oh, so good. Okay, next. Okay. Okay, so wow. Oh. I don't know how to spell that word. about the episode is focused on how best to utilize room AV enabled room downtime due to social distancing. It looks like that. Oh, come on. That would be my baby. So I'm going to put all the hashtags on one line. Now, let's be honest, I'm not a social media expert, but what I can tell you is that I am so thankful for everyone who watches these episodes. As you can see, they're a lot of fun for me to produce. Oh, that's the wrong one. And luckily the baby was out of the back room when I was recording it. Oh, hashtags. I don't need this anymore. I like some of those other hashtags though, so I might put them in. Oh, wonderful. Don't mind that being there, actually. Oh, that's okay. We're recording it behind the scenes as well. I think that's good enough. Let me have a read again. Today, I look into a crystal ball to coerce it. Is coerce the right word? I feel like it is, but persuade. Oh, it's about person. Yeah, it's kind of personifying the crystal ball. Yeah, that works for me. In a post-COVID-19 Oz world. Yeah, cool. Oh, what's this? I've already got unified communications, haven't I? I do not. Oh, wow. Okay. Today I look into a crystal ball to coerce it into revealing future workplace trends in the AV industry in a post-COVID-19 world, is actually focused on how to best utilize downtime in physical AV environments, how to improve the end user experience when we come back after COVID-19. Yeah, cool. Feel free to contact me on LinkedIn or anywhere else. Do I like that? I like that. That is so funny. I'm going to do a quick watch through before I hit go. You probably can't hear that because I have a biamp removing that from here. Let's just have a quick watch. In Australia, and what that's really highlighted is how important high quality video and voice communication is. We're seeing all the platforms, not now, you'll be able to hear take over, like Microsoft Teams, Google Hangouts, Skype for Business is still being used in organizations, hopefully not Link anymore, but Skype for Business. We're seeing all the open source platforms like Jitsi, Blue Jeans, they're all in the mix there. So Blue Jeans is not open source, but you get what I mean. And what it's really highlighted is a few things. Firstly, around Fumble, the experience of actually being able to jump on. And Zoom's been very good at this in allowing people to get into the meetings very quickly. And it's been a very agile environment to work with. The others are almost just as easy, with some of them being easier, but that's another whole story. And not the point of today's episode. What it has highlighted is user experience. Now, continuing our user experience theme, we also have the eyeline's so much better. Video and voice communications in the past within our organizations that are sitting there. So glad I got the teleprompter set up, which is great because normally they're very highly utilized and it's very difficult to get into those rooms. So using this downtime, it's probably the best time to start reaching out to your AV systems integrator and consultant to look at what this now means for your organization. Because as we move back to physical people on site, users now have a different expectation of what is going to be the experience. Now, if we look at what happens traditionally in commercial environments, is something comes out in the residential space, like Apple TVs, wireless sharing, and all of a sudden that has to be adapted for secure and reliable use within the commercial environment. So what are people going to expect when they come back? People are still going to be able to expect to work from home, and they really need to look at what the rooms look like from a sound, acoustic, mics, DSP, lighting, fixtures, surface finishes, and all that. So how do you deal with this? Well, reach out to your AV systems integrator or your AV consultant and see what we can do to get everything ready before we come back on board. And that's one of the things that I'd really like to... It is still extremely loud. It really is. It really is behind the scenes. So hello to the people watching the behind the scenes. And if you'd like any support with this, please feel free to reach out to me on the comments below. And look forward to talking to you soon. Cheers, that is such a short period of time. See you next one. Bye for now. Oh, just snuck in the end. Just stuck in the end. Let's see the post show. Sounds good. Looks good. I'm happy. So the fun part about this, that was actually a real prop. How fun was that? We did some things. Look, I love this stuff too much. All right. See you soon. Bye. See you soon. I was mumbling because I was so happy. I was so happy I got in tape. Well, that's a post. And I might actually take a photo of the behind the scenes for the thing. But that's it. That's literally how long it takes to do an AV therapy episode. I mean, what you don't see is all the pre-production time I put into building the system that does all the automated thing. But the intent with that was I didn't want to do any post-production. I wanted it to be very quick to be able to get out and enable that turnaround time. I also didn't want to waste people's time. Like if you've got to this part and we're 39 minutes in, so about just under an hour to produce an episode. It's usually quicker when I'm not talking to camera about what's actually going on. You know, I didn't want to waste people's time, hence why I kept the 2-minute time, or thereabouts. It's under 3 minutes, but it's around 2 minutes of content. Because it's just we're all time poor, and if I can condense it down into a 2-minute pitch effectively about a concept, it doesn't have to be about a sales service or whatever. I feel that it's going to resonate more. It's the old elevator pitch kind of concept. But thank you for joining me on the behind the scenes, and thank you for seeing the insanity that it is to do one of these shows. And that it is all done live. And I think that's why I wanted to do a behind the scenes to show how it's all done live, and how much I really love doing these. So thank you so much for all of your support. And look at that, we now have an episode up live on the website. Oh, I've got to now do it to YouTube, but I won't bother you with that. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you all soon. Okay. Bye.